Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to share with you a rather satisfying clip of a serial police impersonator getting arrested. He fancies himself dressing up in police costume and tries to push the envelope as far as he can until the real popo catch up with him. And it doesn't go so well for him. I mean, they give him a chance, but he doesn't learn his lesson. Let's get into the video and then I'll break it down as we go along, shall we? So before I get into the actual clip where this person gets accosted by the police, I want to set the stage. He's actually trying this at Manchester Pride, which is an annual event for the LGBT community. This is not the person in question, this is some random person he is interviewing. However, you will soon see a very short clip of what this actual weapon, this idiot, is dressed as, and you can make up your own mind what you think. Do you think this is so? This is the person in question. He's wearing what appears to be a police-issued load-bearing rig, where you normally keep your handcuffs and baton and whatever. He's got some sort of radio, a clearly visible, high visibility patch, as used by most Home Office police forces in England and Wales, which has a blue background and white police lettering. He has some sort of earpiece, handcuff, and some item in where you would normally keep the asphalt baton. Let's have a look what the police have to say. It's controversial. There we are.
You're wearing police body armour. So what's the story there?
All right, I've got a reference for you. Can you just double check on this log? It's today's. I informed Greater Manchester Police why I was here today. Can I just ask you to hold that?
What's your name first?
Mark.
So just tell me that rather than showing me things.
Oh right, yeah.
Why are you wearing police?
Well, I want to create a documentary today to highlight that there are good police officers. On the internet, there's a lot of bad interactions with police officers, and I want to try and raise the awareness that they're not all bad. So getting people's opinions and interactions, is important. And also part of the documentary is I want to say to people I am not a police officer in order to engage in debate about that kind of thing. So the reason why I'm wearing this today is just to help with the context. Can I give you this log number for reference? It's 1268.
So give me a log number, not really giving me.
I suspect that you want to arrest me now.
I don't think I want to arrest. What I want to do is not be walking around in police body armour.
So, for those of you who may not be aware of the law around police impersonation, it's quite black and white. And that's why you don't see many police Walter Mitties in the UK. Whereas you do see the odd fake paramedic, fake EMT, even fake veterans wearing medals they've not earned, earning stolen valor. The police legislation is quite clear. Any person who intends to deceive someone, giving the impression they are a police officer or special constable, any person who, not being a constable or a member of police force, wears any uniform that gives people the impression they're a police officer, or any person or persons having items of clothing or articles of clothing that belong to a police force or special constable, and they're not a police constable or a special constable, are committing an offence. So the law is quite clear. And this is put to this gentleman, and let's see what he has to say to the police officer.
You are committing offences.
No, I don't believe I am. But...
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる.
Understand what you're saying?
Okay. Well, I believe you are.
So this video carries on, and eventually he is advised that he's going to have to remove all the equipment that he's got on him, all the patches and the sergeant stripes, etc. And the police allow him to go on his merry way, provided he doesn't dress up in that awful police costume that he was pretending to be a police officer. And he's allowed to go on his business. I think that was quite fair, the way the police dealt with him. However, a normal person would have learnt their lesson and said, let's not do that again. I've come to the attention of the police, the real police, and I've made a terrible mistake. But not this idiot and his band of merry twits. They actually end up getting arrested on another high-profile event. Let's watch that clip, shall we? So in this clip, he's clearly not learned his lesson. He's dressed up in some form of tactical gear. He's removed the police patch, but he's still wearing clothing that would make him be identifiable as some form of authority figure. He's still got the radio, he's got a camera. To me, he would look like a police evidence gatherer. He's got the video protection team patch there. The real police catch up with him, and he's subsequently arrested. And so, now, all throughout their interaction with the police have been really fair with them. They've not used any excessive use of force. They've not overreached their legal remit or lawful authority. They've explained to them that they are being arrested for impersonating police under Section 90 of the Police Act 1996. It is an offence, and you can be arrested for it. On their persons, they did find that one of them at least was carrying some form of criminal identification spray. Now, they argue it's not an offensive weapon. An offensive weapon can be anything that's intended, made, or adapted to be used for the purposes of being an offensive weapon. So that's a moot subject. However, as you will see in this clip, as he takes off his tactical vest or whatever costume he was wearing, he's placed in the back of a police van. He's still got the epaulets on there, he's got a radio, he's got handcuffs. None of these things should really be needed if you are a genuine public photographer filming for your own pleasure or for your YouTube channel. They clearly were trying to provoke and elicit a response. I fear that they weren't intending on the response being what they got, which is getting arrested and taken to a police cell for investigation. They wasted police time, they made themselves look like idiots. The lesson here, kids, is don't dress up as police officers. If you're not a police officer or member of some form of police service, you will end up getting arrested, and it will make for rather embarrassing footage for your little fun YouTube channel. Have a nice day. This friend.